Hello again, my dudes, welcome back to the channel. This is Kadima, and we are finally managing to enter chapter 6 on my boss guide videos. That's right, Black Myth Wukong has been a long journey, and this will be the beginning of the end of that journey in terms of boss guides, and we are going to be fighting the Supreme Inspector here. He's an unmissable boss, as he's the very first boss you have to fight in chapter 6. With this boss, I like to think of it this way: try to manage your resources correctly, avoid using too much mana at the start when he's mostly on the ground, before he starts flying around or using that wheel kind of thing. I know it can be a bit frustrating because his wings manage to work as a rock solid. This is when you might consider using Immobilize here and there, just so you can land a couple more combos. The spirit is also a good idea to use because of this armor set. You can recover your spirit quite well. Unfortunately, I absolutely mistimed my heavy hit there and it got completely wasted. But again, no need to panic. You can make mistakes with my builds. It doesn't mean you're gonna necessarily lose the fight. You just have to get back on your feet, regain your focus points just like I'm doing here, and then try to land those heavy hits when possible. Again, these little feathers that he does, they don't really do a tremendous amount of damage, so even if you get hit, don't worry too much. It's more the sword hits that have the beam with them that you have to worry, as if you get hit by both the sword and the lightning, he does quite a bit of damage. This one here on the floor doesn't do a lot of damage either, unless you are hit by all the sparkles on the floor. But again, my heavy hit got wasted because I was too hasty and I didn't time my attack properly. But as you can see, I'm still in full control. I have only used one gourd, and he has now entered the phase where he's just gonna use that monocycle thing. Easy to perfect dodge. As you can see, if you just keep walking backwards, it feels to me that it's easier to perfect dodge if you keep walking backwards. This one hit from the sky, it's a bit delayed, it can be tricky to dodge. But in any case, we got another Immobilize just so we can land some combos and a perfect finisher. And I decided to go with the wind just because we reach off stage and I can summon my Pluck of Many. Unfortunately, I was a bit hasty here. I should have waited a bit longer because he's about to initiate the absolute second stage, and I could have used my mana a bit better and the Pluck of Many. In any case, no problem. He's about 1/4 health to go. The fight is absolutely under control. As you can see, I still have 9 uses of gourd left, and he's 1/4 of his HP left. So I'm gonna focus on using my light attack combos, try to build up my focus so I can land some heavy hits, and perfect dodge as many attacks as I can. The Immobilize always comes in handy, especially if you want to build the last bits of focus to do those heavy hits. These attacks are quite telegraphed and easy to dodge, so all you have to do is play carefully, don't be hasty. Use Cloud Step if you want to get out of a tight situation, and then use it for your advantage to land some combos and build up your focus even further. Again, a bit hasty there. I could have waited a bit longer, but I wanted him to get down on the floor, so I just went with it. But as you can see, again, perfectly under control. There's no reason to panic. I know it can be a bit frustrating because he's flying all the time, and then there's the wheel, but this is when you have to use your Immobilize carefully and make the most out of it. Again, perfect dodge, that helps with the focus. I got my spirit back, and that was the click I wanted to finish the fight. Let's take a look at the build. I'm using the gold long staff, the fan, Wandering Wit, the golden set, and my usual Curious. Now this is the time that my set is about to get started to change. As I unlock more pieces of Wukong's armor set, the set will start changing as we go. But I recommend you keep the golden set at least until you have the complete armor set for Wukong. Thank you all so much for watching. If you're new to the channel, do consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Cheerio!